If I can have your attention now in the deadline room, we are now joined by today's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race winner, and that is Ryan Newman, driver of the number 31 Granger Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. This is Ryan's 18th victory in 552 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series races. And with the win, Ryan, you've ended a personal 127 race winless drought. How sweet is this victory for you today?
It's sweet for so many reasons. I said that when I won the Brickyard. I said that when I won at Daytona. And this has been the longest drought that I've ever been in. And even in Phoenix, well, no droughts suck. So it's just a hard-fought race, a hard-fought battle, a hard-fought 4 years. Got to thank Richard and Judy, everybody at RCR and ACR for giving me the opportunity to drive the race car, but also giving me a race car that's in contention to win a race. So Luke, my crew chief, Luke Lambert, an amazing first win for him. He made the call to stay out, trusted me to make the race car wide, and just a heck of a team effort. I got to thank Granger and Caterpillar and Kalahari, Chevrolet, all the people, Coca-Cola that make us go around in a circle. And I got emotional on the back straightaway, and I haven't gotten emotional since yet, and I'm going to plan on not to.
We are also joined by today's team owner, Richard Childress. Richard, a personal winless drought broken by you. I know how important it has been for you to get back into victory lane. Talk about the process that has gone through Richard Childress Racing to get yourself back into this position.
Well, it's like Ryan says, it's been a long, hard fight and a battle all the way, and nobody ever gave up. We never gave up in Ryan. We know that he can do it. Our cars just haven't been quite where we needed to, I think, now. He had a really fast car. Although we made a good move today, he had a really fast car all day long. He drove from 20-something up to 6th, I think, right there at the end. And so that showed he had a car. And when he stayed out, what won the race was when he drove off in turn 3 on that final lap. And I thought, man, if it sticks, it's going to be good. If it don't, it's going to be ugly. So I was really proud of him. Proud of the whole team, Luke Lambert, Caterpillar, Granger, all of the people that believe in us and stuck with us, and our fans.
Okay, we'll open the floor up for questions. If you have a question, we're going to start here with Bob and then go over to Tom.
Bob Hocker, CSPN. Ryan, what do you feel was kind of your biggest frustration over this stretch of not winning?
Just the level of competition. There for a while when we had all the downforce on the cars, it was a downforce and horsepower game as who had the most horsepower to pull the downforce. And, our guys at ECR have done a great job of stepping up. Our engines have been really good all year. But I think this downforce package is playing to our favor as well. I mean, it's fun to go out there and slide around a little bit. We were actually, I thought, more competitive than we've ever been here at this racetrack today and being able to get around to other cars. And, kudos to NASCAR for listening to the drivers and making those changes. I thought we've seen some great racing in the first 4 races of the season. And, just in general, it takes everybody's effort. I'm not singling out the engine group, but it's everybody's effort to make the cars go fast through the corners and then pull down the straightaways.
Okay, next we're going to go to Tom, then to Kenny, then to Isabel.
Congratulations, guys. Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. Richard, when you walk into the shop tomorrow morning, what's it going to be like to look people in the eyes and say we're winners again?
Well, I'm going to send them a wax mail because I'm going to be – I still got business in California I got to do, but they will hear a lot from me tomorrow. I'll get them to put me over the speaker and just tell everybody how proud I am. Our guys, we came back from the test here and we weren't where we wanted to be. They kept cutting bodies off, working 7 days a week, working all kind of hours to get our cars back to where they were competitive. And it's a lot about track position. Once he got out there, I knew he could go.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. I have one for Ryan and one for Richard. Ryan, coming to that last restart, what's running through your mind, and what are you thinking about on those last couple of laps?
I mean, it's really easy. You're on tires. It's really easy to screw it up. You got to get your tires cleaned off right. You got to get a good launch. You got to run through the gearbox right, and then you got to hold everybody off. And we watched here last year in the fall race, the big blow up going into turn 1. You had a couple guys on no tires, 2-3 guys on no tires, and a couple guys on 2 tires. And I wanted to make sure I put myself in position and not get taken out, but also get a good run off of turn 2. And I really thought once I saw Larson clear Stenhouse, I really thought he was going to be all over me. I don't think he could get going as good as he wanted to. And we had a good car, and it was the first time all day we had some clean air on it. So it was just a matter of putting those couple things together and showing y'all what we had.
And for Richard, you normally watch the race from out here on top of the trailer. I walked out there once today, and I didn't see you. Where were you watching the race from today?
I was on top of the hauler in the garage area. I was on top of the 27 hauler. I got my own little seat up there. It's kind of out of the way. So I was up there.
Okay, we'll go next to Isabel, and then we'll come up here to Bob, and then over to Ryan.
Isabel Gonzalez, ESPN Albuquerque. This is for Ryan Newman. So after going for such a long amount of time without winning, what do you tell yourself to kind of keep going and just know that that win's eventually going to come?
There's a lot of guys in this sport that have never won. So going a long time without winning, you have some confidence in your mind that you can do it. There's guys that go their whole career and never win, and good drivers. So you just got to stay humble. This sport, you walk away from it. There's one guy that wins, 39 losers, and you have to be humbled walking into it that you're probably not going to win that day. It's just the odds are against you. There's some greats out there that have stacked up some numbers. Harvick has done well here. Jimmy's done so well. Jeff's been dominant at times, but that's those days of domination, I think, are kind of fewer and farther between if you look at the first 4 races of this year.
Go to Bob, Ryan, then Bob, and then
Bob Baum from Associated Press. What was your conversation like with your crew chief on those 2 tires, the decision not to go in for tires?
Yeah, I wanted to do 2, and he said, no, I think we should stay out. I said, okay, I got no problem with that. So, it's nice to have that lead. If we would have stayed out and been 3rd, outcome may not have been the same, but just a heck of a gutsy call by Luke Lambert. It's his first win as a crew chief in the Cup Series, and I think that making a gutsy call like that makes it that much more special for him.
Next to Bob.
If that's Judy, you better answer.
If it was Judy, I would have.
Ryan O'Hara, Race Chaser Online, the Performance Motorsports Network. Congratulations. Another thing I wanted to add, Granger, their last Cup win as a primary sponsor came in the 03 Pepsi 400, 491 races ago. So combined, there's been like a winless streak of 730 races. I'll give a comment on Granger being back in victory lane.
Well, just proud. They had made the announcement that they're going to come back for some races this year, and proud to get them in victory lane. It's special. It's special even for Caterpillar, to be a part of this team. They're the big primary sponsor that we have, but everybody has to carry some weight, and just proud for Granger to come back. It's huge for them, it's been a difficult time, I guess you could say, for all of our teams out there to continue with and carry great sponsorship, and we're proud to have Granger and Caterpillar and Kalahari for 1 race this year.
We'll go Bob, Dominic, then back in the corner to Michael.
Ryan, can you compare the emotions today to 2014 here when you made the final round of the playoffs? Is it similar? Is it different?
It's a similar feeling of success. That gave me an opportunity to championship. Today gives me an opportunity to championship. But you kind of just live in the moment. That was really special. I knew what I had to do that day, and I used 8 tires instead of 4, and was fortunate enough to pull it off. And today, to have the old tires and not know how good we were going to be. How good those tires are going to refire. I believe it was the only time today that anybody had actually stayed out on old tires. So, you sometimes you lead by example, and sometimes you fail by example. Unfortunately, we won it.
Dominic Ottagon with the RacingExperts.com. With this being your 18th career win, Ryan, is it possible to say where this one ranks in comparison to the others because of how long of a drought it was?
Yeah, the drought makes a difference, and it shouldn't, but it does. It's just the way your mind works. If we go out and win the next 3 races in a row, it'll still feel sweet, but after not winning for so long in a sport that's so demanding, it does add some sugar to it.
We'll go to Michael and then to Jim.
Hi, Michael Knight, the Arizona Republic for RC. When you look at what is going on with Ganassi Racing and Kyle Larson leaving here as the championship leader, that's another Chevrolet team that's been trying to elevate its game and becoming more competitive. What do you see that's going on there? Are there any parallels with the development that's going on at RCR?
Yeah, Chips did a great job, that whole organization, and Kyle's a great young driver. The future never looked better for the NASCAR, for the talent that's coming along, but we still have the guys like Ryan and Jimmy and a lot of guys, Dale Jr., that's still out there that are really competitive. But it's just it's a great day for us. When Ryan was talking about this could be one of the sweeter wins that we've had is because of it's been so long.
Okay. Go next to Jim.
Sport.com for Richard and Ryan, if you want to address it. Luke had mentioned, similar to what you just said, that sometimes when you're selling people on that you're making improvement, it's hard to sell, we're running 7th this week instead of running 14th, and that going to victory lane is that you're able to show a lot more that what you've been trying to do is working. Do you think that this victory will help you guys turn that corner?
Yeah, I think it will. You know, we ran really good in Daytona. Ryan ran real well there, and the 3-car ran, all 3 of our cars ran real well. I think Paul finished 5th. Then we go to Atlanta. He qualifies 2nd. We run right up front all day. We had an ignition battery problem there with him in the 3, and both of them are in the top 5, I think. So we're making gains. I think this package, I think a lot of things the guys are doing, and this package fits Ryan perfect.
We'll go upstairs to the press box.
2 questions for Mr. Richard Childress. First of all, congratulations for both of you. Wolfgang Monser, Rennsport Press Agency from Germany. Richard, if I have correctly informed, it was a mega successful weekend, not even here in Arizona, but also in Sebring. The winning car had also an engine prepared by your engine shop. Can you maybe give some infos how you're running both programs, IMSA and NASCAR, from the logistic point of view? And the second question is a technical question. I mean, I saw after the race that Ryan was nearly exhausted, but also for the equipment, the hot weather is very stressful. Do you have in your engine shop something like a simulation to run the engine and to make it, to prepare engine for very hot condition and make sure it will not collapse?
Yes, yesterday we were 1, 2, 3 with our Cadillac engines at Sebring, and I think that was a record for those guys out there. And we won the 24 hours with RCR engines. We won today with ECR engines, and I'm really proud of all the hard-working guys. We've got a separate division that works on the IMSA engines that we do, and we concentrate, each one of them concentrates solely on their division that they're working on. So it's worked out great, and we learned stuff from doing that program. That's one of the key reasons for wanting to do that IMSA program, because of I think the cars and engines will go in the future with us.
Gentlemen?
Not cars, engines.
Gentlemen, congratulations on today's race win, and good luck next weekend in Fontana.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank the press for sticking with us here, all of you.